What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we are here with the team building guide for the solo leveling collaboration on Grand Cross. We're going to be going over each of the characters separately on their own respective teams, and also covering them on their best team here and talking about what kind of variants you can run. If you guys do enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to that 52,000 subscribers, which we might already be at this point. I'm posting the video because I usually record my videos a day in advance, guys. So if we're already at 52k, I appreciate the support. Make sure to keep the subs pushing, man, because we're only, like I saw on my YouTube studio, we're only like 120 subs away. So make sure to hit that sub button if you guys haven't already and you're enjoying the solo leveling collaboration. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk the solo leveling team building guide and how you guys want to be going about it. So starting off the video here, guys, with the solo leveling Arise team is what I call it, or just the solo leveling collab team itself. We have Sunjin Woo, Cha, Beiru, and then Sigurd in the backline. Now, the reason why this team is going to be the best team, I guess, in the video is because all three of the characters are very synergistic with each other. So starting out with Sunjin Woo, guys, if we go to his passive here, the reason why he's going to work super well alongside Cha and Beiru, and this goes for both PvE and PvP, because depending on the content, you can run either Cha or Beiru alongside Sunjin Woo, and it's going to be really good. But the nice thing about it is that both the allies are going to benefit from the, the effects that he's going to be doing for himself and debuffing the enemies. Right, so you can see here, Monarch's Domain inflicts damage equal to 8% of the hero's max HP on all enemies, and increases human allies' basic stats by 15%, and decreases their damage taken by 30% as well. So that's going to be really nice because it allows characters like Beiru and Cha to be able to get the extra basic stats and damage reduction so that they're working as well as possible alongside Sunjin Woo. Now, for Cha herself, she is human race, obviously, so she's going to be getting those buffs, and she's actually going to be really nice because she can act as another DPS character on the team that's hard to kill because she evades AoE skills at full HP, which is crazy, right? The fact that she's able to do that and having a character like Sunjin Woo on the team alongside her makes it so that you have two very, very scary DPSs that are going to be really, really hard to kill at that. And then the final thing with Beiru, guys, is that he is going to act as a human character when he's alongside a darkness attribute hero. With Sunjin Woo being a darkness attribute character, that allows, the Ant King here, Beiru, to act as a human character and receive all the buffs that he's getting from the characters. Now, the only thing that's a little bit unsynergistic about Beiru is that he's actually not providing the 5% applicable ally basic stats to the other character being Cha, where he's only giving it to Sunjin Woo on the team for this one specifically, but that's because of the applicable allies are only going to be Sunjin Woo and unknown races. So with that being said, he's not like the perfect synergistic character alongside Cha, but he's definitely very synergistic alongside Sunjin Woo so that he's able to provide him being human race, and then him allowing like a taunt for the team and drawing damage away from Cha and then Sunjin Woo himself. So yeah, I think the solo leveling team itself, guys, is going to be probably the best team we talk about in today's video. But this is, in my opinion, the best team you would have here. Now, Sigurd in the backline here, the reason why he's here is because of the fact that he's providing a ton of basic stats for the team. We're getting, 15% basic stats, 30% damage dealt. You're getting the Gram Curse right when at the start of the turn it's going to apply, and then when the character enters the field, the Gram Curses are removed, and then the enemies are going to take damage. So if someone on the team somehow dies, if Beiru dies or Cha dies or Sunjin Woo, Sigurd's going to come out and you're going to get that Gram Curse kind of like, a release effect, and it's going to do a ton of damage. And yeah, I mean, at that point, guys, you pretty much won the fight, because as long as it's like, maybe Beiru dies, right? Cha's going to be able to finish it off, Sunjin Woo's going to be able to finish it off, vice versa for the other characters too. This team is just super, super dominant. So yeah, that's going to be the first team right there, guys. Let's move on now to Sunjin Woo and a team variant for him without Cha and without Beiru. Alright, guys, now moving on to Sunjin Woo and a kind of budget team here that you can run that I think could be still very successful in, PvP or even PvE as well, is going to be Sunjin Woo. We have the Light Ultimate Escanor, and then we have Mazino here to act kind of like Beiru. So in my free-to-play showcase, I actually did run Mazino in the slot of Beiru, and he actually performed pretty well. He actually is a pretty decent option you could run as like a, a turn one taunter and, providing the team with the full shield that he has. It's actually very nice. And then you look at a character like Light Ultimate Escanor, where he can kind of hard counter Cha with the fact that his single target is going to deal additional damage to all enemies as well, right? So it's not just like, you know, the single target's going to hit and then it only does damage to that character you attacked. It's additional damage of final damage to all enemies. So that means it's going to break Cha's invincibility where she doesn't take damage from AoEs. And then you can follow up with the AoE from Light Escanor and deal a ton of damage to take out an opposing Sunjin Woo, you know, or solo leveling team in general. This team I actually feel like could fare decently well if going first against the standard solo leveling team. But yeah, that's kind of the idea with the synergy here, guys, is you have Mazino as kind of like a bootleg Beiru, and then you have Light Escanor to be kind of the hard counter to Cha, so that he's able to kind of take her out and have her basically make it so that she's not going to have that whole evade part in her passive. It's going to be completely gone. So yeah, and then obviously Sigurd with the backline being the best human backline in the game right now. Again, it's super flexible though with like the options you can run. You know, honestly, if we just go to like humans here, let me filter by race, and we go to humans, there's a bunch of human backlines you can run still that I think are going to be very solid. You know, Red Jenna, I mean, she's not going to be like the highest CC for a backline, but she's going to be really nice because she's going to make it so that the enemies get 50% damage taken, which is a lot, man. That is a big amount of damage they're going to take, and you get the attack related stats too. That's a really nice effect right there. I mean, you know, in terms of other backline supports here for humans, if we're just kind of scrolling through, Yiwa could be kind of like a nice, you know, meme backline just to kind of, you know, come out and then clutch the matchup for you. You do also have like Green Percival giving the defense related stats, which is pretty nice from the backline too. So yeah, there's a few like flexible options I feel like overall, guys. But yeah, I mean, I would still go Sigurd at the end of the day as like the best human backline. He's still going to be across the board the best one. But yeah, this is just like kind of a variation of a team you could run here if you don't have Cha and you don't have Beiru, but you want to kind of, you know, feel the power of this solo leveling Sunjin Woo specifically team. Yeah, this is how you'd be able to experience it. Alrighty, guys, now hopping into the next team that we have here, guys, this is Cha on a PvE kind of variant team here. So when we're talking about Cha here, guys, obviously she's going to be a very dominant PvP character, and you can have her be the character that evades AoEs, but in PvE, she's going to be able to be really nice because she has buff strip and she's critting on all their skills. So with that being said, you can take Cha alongside a character like Blue Roxy, where Roxy's going to provide the additional damage past the damage cap with her hero initial damage dealt. That's going to be really nice in tandem with Cha's damage, and you can run them together alongside a character like Light Escanor, or Ultimate Escanor could work as well. And then we have Chaos Arthur here to just kind of be like the taunt character while also being able to deal a lot of damage. So, you know, if you're not running Sunjin Woo, you're not running Beiru, or you don't have those characters pulled on your account, you can run something like this for PvE. And if we're talking like a more PvP centric team, we can drop Chaos Arthur, we can drop Roxy, and we can keep Light Escanor there because I actually do think he'll be very, very nice. And we can run a character like Mazino, where we talked about in the, you know, the other team with Sunjin Woo, because Mazino again can act like a bootleg Beiru, but he's also giving the shield to the entire team, so that Cha, even if she does take a single target, if the shield does not break instantly, she will still be immune to AoE damage, which can also be a very nice thing for her. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of the flexibility with it, guys. You have a few options, but I do like running Cha in PvE, and I'm definitely looking forward to testing her out in some other, you know, Demonic Beast related content, even like Demon King. I think she'll be crazy on that too. So yeah, that is kind of the options there with Cha, but again, it's pretty straightforward. Just kind of, you know, she's a crit DPS single target for humans, and she's going to be very, very strong in all content. Alrighty, guys, now moving on to the final character here, we have Beiru. Now, for you guys that don't know, again, in Beiru's passive, it states that for him to be a human ally character, he needs to have a darkness attribute character on the team. So if we're running Beiru on the team, we want to make sure that we're, you know, either running him alongside a darkness attribute to be a human character, or we're running him on a full unknown team and we're disregarding the whole, you know, darkness attribute and Sunjin Woo part of his kit, which is still a viable thing. You can actually run Beiru alongside the Green Queen Hell. You can run her, or you can run him alongside the Milim as well, and then Nanashi backline to give even more buffs so that Beiru is able to do a lot more damage. And Beiru on this team right here is going to be really nice because he can draw damage away from Hell and Milim, him being a taunt character, and with the fact that he's able to reapply the taunt as well in his kit, as long as he's doing single target attacks, whether it be, you know, from his allies or himself, you know, that's gonna be really, really good too, to kind of draw damage away from them so that you're protecting the team. And yeah, I mean, I think like this is a pretty given option here for, you know, if you are trying to run Beiru on a non-human variant team. But let's say you did want to run him on a human variant team, guys, you would have to slot in, you know, Sunjin Woo again. It's pretty much like a must run, right? Like if you are trying to run like a human variant team, you would have to run Sunjin Woo alongside Beiru to get that buff. And then in that other slot, you could run, you know, any other human character. You could run Cha, you could run, you know, Ultimate Escanor as well. That could be, you know, another option as well. But I feel like there's a good amount of flexibility overall in terms of like the team variants you can run with Beiru. At least Beiru is the one where you can run him on humans, you can run him on unknown. It's really flexible for him, whereas, you know, I feel like the other characters being Cha and Sunjin Woo, they're really locked to the human team, but they are very good in those teams respectively, so I don't think it's really a hindrance for those characters. So yeah, guys, that is going to be the team building guide right there for each of the 3 solo leveling characters here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What team have you guys built for the solo leveling characters, and which one is the best one for you so far that you've been messing around with in the game? I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later.